I want you all to become full members of the Foot.
Hey, what's up everyone? Today I want to continue an old series I have going on here where I go through some of the past Ninja Turtles show intros or opening sequences and slowly dissect them, point out some Easter eggs or some interesting things you may have missed. I don't know about you, but for me, when I'm watching a show, sometimes I get so caught up with wanting the show to start that what ends up happening is the opening sequence kind of falls into the background and can get kind of glossed over, and I've noticed breaking them down like this provides at least me with some cool details that I originally missed when watching it, so I hope to point some of these things out for you so you can enjoy it possibly a little bit more the next time you check out some of the past shows. Now, I've already covered the regular 1987 intro, although I'll probably make a follow-up video to that one, and I've already covered the 2003 show's intros. So today I am going to cover the 2012 show intro and take a look at it in all its glory. The song, in my opinion, is one of the catchiest out of any of the Turtle songs. To me, it rivals the original, and there were some cool details I learned looking some of this stuff up. So, as we always do, grab a slice of pepperoni pizza, extra cheese, and let's dive into the sewers and take a look at, is the 2012 Ninja Turtles intro the best intro? So for those who are just jumping into this series, it's pretty straightforward. We watch a little bit at a time and we break it down and talk about how some of it's changed. So the original opening for the 2012 Turtle show started with a twinkle out in the night sky, and it pulls down into the shot of a moon. Every Ninja Turtle cartoon opening has had a focus on the moon like this. It's one of those staples you don't really notice, but it is in every original intro to every animated show, although they do get rid of it in later seasons in some cases. Now we get a pull down across some buildings and get a look at a manhole cover, which is pretty much a shot by shot nod to the original 1987 opening sequence. Some have even said that this song for the 2012 intro reminds them of a mashup between the 1987 original theme and Partners in Crime's Turtle Power song from the 1990 movie. Now following this, we have Splinter holding a canister of ooze that he sets down, and we get a look at 4 baby turtles. The turtles are seen mutating, and we can tell who's who by looking at them. Donatello is on the right, you can tell by the gap in his teeth. Leonardo is up front, Raphael is to the left, you can tell by the angry expression, and Michelangelo is being upbeat like Mikey always is in the back. Splinter can be seen placing on a turtle a red bandana. Could be that it's a nod to the origins of the turtles when they all wore red. I would like to think they did this on purpose. Now it's followed by each turtle demonstrating their ability with their weapon, and in this part of the song you can hear the phrase uttered, "Secret of the Ooze," undoubtedly a nod to the 1991 film Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. Next we get a quick shot of some looking a lot like the 1990 movie's version of the Foot Clan, and we see Shredder along with Dog Pound and Fishface at his side. The Shell Razor can then be seen pulling up with Raphael wearing a football helmet shooting out of the front of it, and Mikey appears to be launching some type of trash ball, and we start getting the turtles' names as they do the roll call, which if you notice is done in the same order as the 1987 Ninja Turtles show opening sequence. Leonardo's part is probably the coolest as he appears to be nodding to the music of the theme, which I always find myself nodding to this part as well. You can see Raphael in the background, by the way. During the roll call, Raphael can be seen with his pet turtle Spike, who later, spoiler alert, turns into Slash. We move on to April, who is inside the den reading a magazine that says sewer on it, and we get Splinter, who hits his cane on the ground, and it transitions us to the final shots of the turtles coming up to the streets and winding up on the sides of some buildings in the same manner as is shown in the original issue 1 Mirage Comics cover. Now throughout the seasons, changes and additions were made to the intro sequence of the show. Let's take a look. On the villains section of the sequence in season 2, more villains were added, such as Karai, the Rat King, and others. Also in season 2, when the turtles are surfacing to the streets, Casey was added in the background, and a bit later, the turtle shooting grappling hooks was inserted, which carried on into future seasons. Season 3 also brought a new set of changes to the opening sequence. This time, the villains section was changed again to include Razor, Tiger Claw, and even more villains. Also, the roll call sequence was changed later later on, having the Turtles in their Vision suits. Bebop and Rocksteady were also given a part as they're driving a car trying to get away from the Turtles, and Leatherhead and Mondo Gecko are helping the Turtles out. Also, a scene of April training with Splinter was included, and also in this season the Turtle Blimp was included in the background of the final shot. Now up until this point, season 4 probably had the most dramatic changes to the opening sequence than any of the previous seasons, as it starts off with what you believe is going to be the regular opening, but it does a record scratch type effect, not literally but figuratively, with a Triceraton stepping on top of the manhole cover, and it has Leonardo explain the tragic events of the previous season and how they've met the Fugitoid. And then it jumps into the regular theme song that we're all familiar with, although the song does appear to be shortened and jumps straight into the roll call of the Turtles, and it shows the Turtles displaying some new moves, but this time in their spacesuits. Casey, April, and the Fugitoid are seen displaying some new moves as well, and it ends with a recreation of the closing shot of the previous season's intros, but instead of jumping around on buildings, the Turtles are seen on an alien planet jumping around, and end up in their Mirage Comics pose on an asteroid. The asteroid eventually flips over, revealing the show's logo. As for new villains in this season's opening sequence, Armagon, Lord Dreg, and obviously the Triceraton are shown. Now, during this season, when the Turtle space adventures were concluded, the show returned to a more similar opening sequence to previous seasons, although now when the villains are shown, Shredder was now Super Shredder. April returned to hanging out in the den with Splinter, but now she is wearing her black and yellow combat suit. In the closing shot, when the Turtles are assembling, like in previous opening sequences, they can now be seen wearing new gear as they sport their all-black headbands and accessories while fighting elite Footbots and Foot Clan members. Karai and Shinigami were also added on top of one of the water tanks in this closing shot as well. Now, when it comes to season 5, or Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this had the most drastic change to the opening, going with a more jazz-style instrumental version of the opening song, with 2D animation of silhouettes and lettering of the Turtles and their adventures, and there's not too much to pick out of this opening sequence, although there are a couple things. Here, Zombie Shredder can be seen briefly. This part of the intro was changed various times throughout the season depending on the episodes, and the Turtles are seen in all red bandanas in the closing shot, again most likely a nod to the original Turtles. Some stuff changed throughout season 5 as the season went on. At one point, the Turtles can be seen as the Universal Monsters. This part of the intro also seemed to change depending on the episodes. One of the most notable ones is when the Turtles are replaced in this portion of the intro by the 1987 Turtles, as this is the part in the season where they had more crossover episodes. The 87 villains also get shown in that same intro as well. But that's pretty much it when it comes to the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles opening sequence. But yeah, let me know down below, do you think that the 2012 TMNT opening is the best out of all of them that have come out before it or after it? Let me know down below in the comments. It's got some tough competition. When it comes to the Ninja Turtles, they've always had strong opening sequences to their animated shows, so I'm curious to see which one you guys think is the best. But we'll keep going. I'm gonna go back to the 87 show and do some of the other opening sequences they had, like the Red Sky, and also touch a little bit on Back to the Sewer and Fast Forward, and eventually get to Rise of the TMNT. So if you're stumbling across this channel and you're not yet subscribed and want to join us on this journey and check out other Turtles videos that are here on the channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as that's all we talk about here in the Turtle Den. Old, new, upcoming Turtle stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead, hit subscribe. Also, hit thumbs up on the video if you're enjoying the content. It helps with the visibility of the channel, helps keep the lights on in the Turtle Den. Thank you once again, everybody, for watching. Hope you're enjoying the content. Working on a couple videos right now and hope to get those out as soon as possible for you guys. Stay tuned for that. But again, thank you for watching. I will see you in a little bit with another video. Take care. Hey Turtle fans, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's a good way to stay in touch with the channel. And also, if you want, go ahead and give the video a share on your social media platforms, Reddit, Twitter, all that stuff. And let's spread Turtle Mania to the world. Once again, thanks everyone for watching. It really does mean a lot.